So let's talk about the neck pickup. Spent many years with Larry and Steve working on this neck pickup. I wanted presence, I wanted punch, I wanted warmth, everything we all want from a neck pickup, but it's got to be able to work with the bridge pickups that we have had so much success with for so long. So I'm looking for something that can really speak. So if I'm doing something even bluesy and melodic and I'm using the high pass filter, I can get it to sound really sweet. Something that can sound big and bold in the low frequencies, and then up top. Also gives sort of like that possibility of that envelope of tone, putting it in your fingertips so you don't feel like the pickup is making you sound just one way, homogenizing your sound. You want something that is pliable. I guess that's what it is. The DiMarzio pickups have always been great at that, putting in the possibilities of tone shaping all the time. And so that's what I'm looking for. Whether it's really clean, like stuff like that, you know, and dry or funky stuff. The pickup straight up, full volume. It's got all the snap, and then when you back it down, it gets really soft, which is what you want. You want this sort of a variation of colors just coming from the pickup straight up. And then again, when you combine it with some gain, you want it to soar. I mean, that's the idea, right? And even if you start stepping through, let's say if we go clean, right? And then you go some distortion. And then you go full on distortion. So the idea is that the neck pickup's got to retain the articulation, but it's got to be big and heavy sounding when you want it, if you're driving a lot of low end out of your amp. But let's say if you're playing through a small vintage Fender Champ, you want it to speak. You want it to sound like an old guitar with a single coil pickup right up here. And this pickup does that. The new pickup does that. I'm very happy with it. You know, we had this sort of tenacity to just keep going to make a pickup that would be very surprising, would give you gifts of tonality here and there depending on where you picked and how hard you played and all that kind of stuff. And that became the Mojo, which I've been using extensively for a long time. Sounds great with the Satch track, so together they're a perfect pair, but it's not muffled or fuzzy sounding like a pickup that's got maybe a bit too much output. So for me, extremely important because I'm phrasing all the time. My melodies have got to really tell a story, so I'm looking for the bridge pickup to really translate and transmit all the little things. And this pickup sort of combines the both. It gives the power, gives a good amount of low end. I like the connection between the low end and the mid-range. The guitar holds its own with the Mojo pickup in the bridge. It's almost like it's got this personality that no one can quite dominate. That's what I really like about it. It's a great sounding pickup. I can show you some things about it too. That means a lot to me. That's sort of like my world of phrasing, playing a melody that's really going to reach people. That's the Satch track, and that's the Mojo. Let me tell everybody about the new record. First of all, it's got a funny title, Shockwave Supernova. It is a title that really refers to an alter ego. I realized the album that I was putting together was really about that, the process of the things that this other character was feeling and going through, and the record explores the inner emotions of Shockwave Supernova. And finally, at the end of the record, it's sort of a rebirth. He gets retired and somebody new comes out of it. And I'm not quite sure who that guy is, but I think everyone will see it once we start the tour in September. That's it.